Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Imagine this. You wake up, breathe in that crisp, fresh mountain air, stroll down a cobblestone street to a cozy village cafe, and sip on a perfect espresso. Now, what if I told you that you could get paid just to live out that dream? Sounds too good to be true, right? A fantasy? Well, what if I told you there's a real country right now doing exactly that? Before we spill all the delicious details, do me a quick favor. If you love the idea of getting paid to live your best life, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on because you won't want to miss the next mind-blowing story we uncover. Ready? Let's dive in. So picture this. There's a country in Europe where charming, historic small towns are literally offering cash incentives for foreigners to move in, and I'm not talking about monopoly money here. This is real, cold, hard cash. Any guesses? That's right. We're talking about Italy, the land of pasta, passion, ancient history, and now people paying you to become their neighbor. It's happening in several beautiful regions. For example, towns like Presiccia Querica in the stunning Puglia region, the heel of Italy's boot, have offered up to 30,000 euros, which is about 32,000 US dollars, for people to buy an abandoned home and move there. Let that sink in. That's like getting a massive bonus just to enjoy some of the world's best food and sunshine. Another region, Calabria, offered a similar amount to people under 40 willing to relocate to one of its depopulating villages. So, what's the deal? Why are they basically giving away money? Well, it's a classic story playing out across rural Europe. These picturesque towns are facing a serious problem. They're running out of people. For generations, younger folks have been leaving for bigger cities like Rome and Milan in search of jobs and opportunities. As the older generation passes on, the beautiful old stone houses are left sitting empty. It's creating these stunning but eerily quiet ghost towns, albeit ghost towns with incredible wine and scenery. The local governments, seeing their heritage and communities fading away, came up with a brilliant, if unconventional, solution. Instead of letting these towns crumble, they decided to invest in new life. The idea is simple. Let's pay people to move in, buy and renovate these old houses, start small businesses, and breathe energy and vitality back into the community. It's a win-win. New residents get a head start on a new life in a beautiful country, and the towns get a chance to thrive again. But wait. Before you start packing your bags and booking a one-way ticket to Rome, you should know there's a catch. Of course, there's always a catch. You can't just show up, grab your check, and take off on a year-long Vespa tour. The requirements are pretty specific. First, you usually have to actually buy a house. The grant money is specifically designated to help you purchase and renovate a property. And let's be real, some of these houses are what you might call medieval fixer-uppers. They've been empty for decades and might need a lot of work, from a new roof to modern plumbing, so you'll need to be ready for a project. Second, you have to commit to living there. This isn't a vacation home scheme. The goal is to build a community, so you'll be required to become an official resident and live there full-time for a set number of years. Some programs also require you to be within a certain age bracket, often under 40 or 45, to attract younger families. And in some cases, you might be expected to start a local business to contribute to the town's economy. But honestly, if you're an adventurous soul who isn't afraid of a little construction dust in your pasta, this could be the opportunity of a lifetime. Think about it. You'll be renovating a house full of character and history, with a glass of local wine in one hand and maybe a slice of pizza in the other. You'd be living in a place where community is everything, where everyone knows your name, and there's a local festival or sagra celebrating food, wine, or a patron saint nearly every other weekend. Your cost of living would be a fraction of what it is in a big city, and your rent is essentially negative when you factor in the grant. So, I have to ask you, would you do it? Would you pack up your life and move to a tiny Italian village if they paid you? What kind of business would you start? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this journey into the weird and wonderful ways the world works, please give this video a huge thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss another story that makes you say, "Wait, is that for real?" Thanks so much for watching, and remember, sometimes the world is way cooler and stranger than you could ever imagine. Ciao for now.